All right, so I watched Star Wars Skeleton Crew episode 5, and it was another pretty solid one. I think at this point, though, I really want the story on at Addon to start picking up pace. Like, we're following the kids and they're going on their little adventures, and it looks like next week is actually going to be more interesting because Jude Law, did a little bit of a mutiny situation, and then we'll see what's going on there. But more so than the kids' plot progressing, I really just want to see like who is in charge of at Addon. Like, is it all like robots? Is it like an AI overlord or something, or is there some kind of alien that's in charge of at Addon? Like I'm just so curious about it. But every time we go back to at Addon, it's like a very little teeny tiny bit. So when we went back to at Addon, or the episode starts off at Addon, and the dog sucks ass. He not the dog, the dad. He sucks ass. He wasn't able to hack into the mainframe and get the fucking access code or whatever. And the mom was like, "You're a moron. You're supposed to let me handle it." But then the dad is like, "You're not doing anything, are you? It's not working. We need to escape to find our kids." And they're arguing or whatever. And that's it. But it's like the mom talks about how she's trying to get like clearance or whatever to go out and get her kids, but like I want to know who she's trying to talk to. Like that's just what I want to know at this point in the series. So another thing that they did was they name dropped Tak Renaud, and they said that the ship was called the Onyx Cinder. I don't know. The way that they name dropped those things, I feel like you're supposed to recognize it if you're a Star Wars nerd. So, Star Wars nerds, let me know. Did you did you have a reaction where you're like, Tak Renaud? They're in the Onyx cylinder? Whoa! I don't know. Did you have that reaction? Let me know in the comments down below. I figured I'd mention it. I will say there was this one scene where, what is his name again? Jod, I think. Jod something. Whatever, the Jedi guy. He started consoling Wim. And it was like, I felt a little forced to me. It felt like his emotional breakdown felt a little forced. It felt like they were like, I feel like we should have an emotional scene here. I feel like it's been a minute since Wim has had like an emotional scene, so let's just throw this in here. That's what it felt like. It wasn't like terribly acted or anything like that, but criticizing the show, because that's what I do. So they got to this like planet where it's like a spa thing, and I thought what was kind of interesting was that it seemed like a very like professional and above paper or whatever institution or organization, but I just thought it was kind of interesting that Jod was still able to bribe the lady to get them into a room. So I wonder if does that say something about the galaxy post original trilogy, where like even the most like seemingly top of the line places are shady as well behind the scenes, and they have stuff going on behind the scenes because the galaxy isn't like in the most tight rule or whatever. Is that a thing that is valid for me to notice, or am I just like thinking about it too much? Probably the latter. We also meet this like bounty hunter girl who recognizes Jod and who calls in the bounty, and then the pirates come, and it's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And then they have some little scuffles. There was like that one cute scene where what is it, Katie? I forget all their names, by the way. But the little girl with the visors, she like screws something, and it makes the mud spill out of the pipes to fucking make the bad guys slip. And it's like, okay, this is cute. They're trying to get away from the pirates, but it all ends up with them finding this big ass monster. This is another monster where it's like, are people supposed to recognize this guy? Like, are Star Wars fans go like, whoa, it's globolgorp! I can't believe globolgorp is in the show! Oh my god! Like, I don't know, do people have that reaction? That's what it kind of felt like. It kind of felt like a cameo. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's an original character. But he basically helps them find the treasure room. And it's this big treasure room with a bunch of treasure. And unfortunately, it ends up with Jod betraying them. He did a mutiny. He challenged Finn to a duel or whatever. And the bitch ass droid, no loyalty. Well, loyalty to a fault, I guess, in this case. And then Wim, the dumbass, tries to use the lightsaber, fails, and he ends up taking advantage of the situation. Jod grabs the lightsaber, so we finally have a Jedi with a lightsaber in the show, but he's a bad Jedi with a lightsaber in the show. Oh my god, you know what I just thought about? Are there going to be people complaining about this? Oh god. Oh my god, are there? Because I remember they did this with the Acolyte, where they were like, "The Jedi are supposed to be the best guys ever. You can't. The Jedi aren't supposed to be morally gray or bad. The Jedi are good guys. You need to make the Jedi good guys." Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna sit here and defend the Acolyte and say that it's a particularly good show, but that specific complaint was so fucking cringe. Like, you can't make the Jedi bad guys. They have to be good. It's like, oh my god, rope. Make sure it's thick enough, please. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't even know if Star Wars fans are having that reaction. So if you're not, then my apologies. But yeah, he betrayed them. Now, I don't think that he's like gonna be full on bad. I think that he's just trying to like make sure that he's able to negotiate like a good prize, right? So he's like holding the kids hostage, and he's like, "Hey, you need to give me this amount of money in order to get your kids back." I don't think that he wants to hurt the kids. In fact, like when he was doing the mutiny, he was basically telling Finn like, "Please don't make me hurt you" and whatnot. So, I mean, obviously, yes, this is bad. I'm not saying this is it's a good thing to do, but I don't think that he has any ill will towards the kids. I think he's just trying to like make sure that he's in full negotiating power once they get to Adin. But we'll see. We'll see. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they find out that there is something more insidious going on at Adin, and then Jod ends up like actually helping them liberate themselves or something like that. But yeah, overall, not a bad episode. I just kind of want the plot to progress a little more quickly. And I think we'll probably get that in the next episode. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.